Hey, Knowledge family. Hey, Knowledge family. What's going on? I'm a little early. So I'm gonna just give some people some time to get in, and then we'll get right on into our exclusive. Um, give me about 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, just about a minute, and I'm coming right back in. Hey, Rivka Omega. Rivka Omega. What's going on? Let me see the chat. What's up, Kinder? Hey, boo. Rivka and Kinder R. How y'all doing? And I'm gonna try to well, ain't no try. I am gonna try. I'm gonna end this live. I'm not gonna take too long on it because I know that Gerald Jackson, NC Beats, he has something coming up later as well. So I'm gonna say what I have to say, and then we'll be getting up out of here pretty soon. But thank y'all. I do have kind of exclusive information that I do want the Knowledge family to know, and it will clear a lot of things up. And it's time, me and our team felt it was time to talk to the Knowledge family about this situation. It's an exclusive situation regarding Shanquella, you know, case there. I don't want to say too much, but we'll get into that exclusive in a minute. Just giving everybody, because I did tell everybody in the comment section 5 o'clock, and so I'm just giving it a little bit more time before I get into it. Love y'all. Thank you so much, Rivka. Rivka say, good morning, beautiful cafe of knowledge, handsome knowledge family. Rivka, Kendall R. Hello. I see the 33 in the building. Please hit the like button if y'all can. I know y'all can. It's free. I promise y'all it is free. Not gonna charge y'all a thing, honey. I promise y'all. If they try to take something away from y'all from hitting the like button, y'all let me know. That it's free. I promise. We got Crosby in the house, Tannis in the house, PM in the house, Deborah Persons in the house, Spicy in the house, TS in the house, Tink in the house. Okay, then. Michelle McDonald, what's up in the house? Jay Lynn in the house. What's up? Y'all so sweet. Yeah, so Natural QT in the house. Hello, everyone. Give me I say about just give me 1 minute. Y'all engage with each other in the chat. I know I'm a little bit early. Love y'all for being here. But it's time for us. It's an exclusive, and it's time for me to tell the Knowledge team what was going on. Okay. On our end. Okay. So give me a few minutes. And y'all talk to each other or whatever. But when I come back, it's just on and popping. We're gonna get right to it because I want to give Gerald NC Beats the respect enough to get off time enough for everybody else to get ready for his premiere or his exclusive or whatever he have going on. I'm gonna give him at least that respect. So give me a few more minutes, Knowledge family. Okay, Knowledge family. Let me get my glasses. Y'all know I can't do nothing without those. What? I can't do nothing without those. Okay, family. I'm going to get right into it. Thank y'all all. Thank y'all all. Selena Black. Salute, family. Hello. All of y'all. Deborah. I said Deborah. Denitha Jones. Hey, everybody. Hello. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. Everyone is saying hello, 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 hello. Want to give a shout out to all of y'all in the chat. Shout out to Kendall R. Girl, you know you be doing it on the moderator. You and Hunter Green, y'all be doing it, honey. Okay. So I know I'm like 4 minutes early. Latanya Bell, hello, 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 hello. Okay, here it is. I see it's about 50 in the chat. Can y'all hit those like buttons, please, please? Yeah, y'all might need some trucks today. What's up, Hunter Green? Hunter Green in the house. Sharon Middleton in the house. Hello, hello. Anybody else that comes in, if I don't get to say your name, I'm so sorry. Shout out to everybody that come in. We love y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for the ones in the bushes. Thank y'all for just being so good at supporting the Cafe of Knowledge. Let me get right on into it because I definitely is not going to collect. Hey, y'all, another thing. I had a timer on that last live, and it was time for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Well, when that 2 hours and 30 minutes came, it just cut me off, y'all. And I thought I would see, because it usually tell you 9, 8, 7, 6, telling me that it's getting ready to end. I guess I was so deep into talking to Kenneth to where I didn't even pay the screen any attention, and it cut us off. So I'm sorry about that, okay? So let me get right on into this first. Let me start off with saying, y'all know that I'm here on the Gulf Coast, right? And Gulf Coast of Mexico. So it's a lot of things that we do here coming from the Mexico end a little bit. We do hear a little chitter chatter and things like that when you go into the beach and things like that. Rivka Omega, thank you so much for your donation. She says, thank you, beautiful Cafe of Knowledge, for all you do for truth, care, love, and justice for Shanquella, justice for the Robinson family. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you all for giving me compliments, and the knowledge team compliments. Thank y'all so much, because it's because of y'all we continue to push the way we push. We do this all the time anyway, but y'all make it even easier. So just thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for the compliments, the support, the donations, everything. Thank you, Rivica, so much for your donation. So we do hear chitter chatter here on the Gulf Coast of Mexico, because I'm right here, and I do have people that I associate with that get little information, little news and stuff like that from Mexico. But anyway, so saying that, Dejanay, those people still waiting on you. And believe it or not, Dejanay, your name is popping up over there in Mexico. Okay? Daniel Dela Rosa or Dela Rose? Daniel Dela Rose, that's the state attorney or something. But anyway, Dejanay, they are talking about you over there in Mexico, and the word is getting back here on the Gulf of Mexico that Mexico really do want Dejanay extradited. Yeah, you, Dejanay. They really want you extradited. And they are waiting on something, some type of process, at least to get started. Because the word here is that they want you, now this is the word out on the street now, that they really wants to put Dejanay Jackson on the Interpol list. Okay. Yes. That's the word out here on the Gulf of Mexico, where I stay. Okay. So, the word is that they really want to put Dejanay on the Interpol list because it's been to a year now. This is not old news. This is what they're sparking up now because it's almost a year. So at least Mexico is talking about it because Shanquella is coming up to a year with no justice. And Dejanay Jackson is still out here, who is wanted in Mexico. Khalil Cook is still out here. Nizia Wiggins is still out here. Malik Dyer is still out here. And Elise Hyatt is still out here. And Winter Donovan is still out here. And they are really a danger to our community for real, you know. But they really want the aggressor, Dejanay Jackson. Okay, so they really want you. So, family, the way we was having a discussion earlier, this is not the exclusive, okay? No, this is not the exclusive. That's coming up in a minute. I just wanted to run this past Dejanay, okay, to let her know in case she forgot that, yeah, you are still wanted in Mexico. And they wants to put Dejanay, they wants to put you on an Interpol list. Interpol list means that if you try to travel somewhere, then they can get her and then take her to the state she's supposed to be extradited to. But family, the trick of it is in order to get on that list, this is what we've been discussing here. And in order for her to get on that list, the U.S. has to start extradition process. Okay? She can't get on that list without the extradition process. She don't have to be extradited, anything, just the process. As soon as that process gets started, they can put her, Mexico can request for Interpol, put her on Interpol list. Okay, which means then that wherever she try to fly to or whatever, that someone can get her and bring her back to Mexico until her extradition process is over with, or, you know, she'll have to be locked up during her extradition process. But they want to put her on that poll. We're going to talk more about it the next video, and I will show everybody the step-by-step on that Interpol, because we did look, the knowledge team did check the Interpol list. It's about 730 something people on that Interpol list. Dejanay is not on there. She is not on there. So she's free to go wherever she want to go, travel, whatever she want to, you know, get on a plane, whatever. She is not on that list as of now. But it does say when extradition process start, they can put her on that list. Okay. So Dejanay, why you making us go through all this, and you just won't, you know, because you love Mexico. That's what's tripping me out, because Dejanay has made about 2 trips over there to Mexico before she did this, you know, brutal thing on Shanquella and deleted Shanquella. She used to go to Mexico all the time. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what is the holdup, Dejanay, because you're always going over there. You know, why is you stalling this time? Why is you stalling? Love those tequilas. Love those tequilas. Let me read this right here. Yeah, Dejanay has the right to travel. Jaylyn, you are right. She is traveling. She has that right, you know, because she's not on anybody watch list. She's not on any United States watch list or any other. And like I said, normally when the extradition process start, they could put them on there then. But until that starts, they really can't put them on that list for real. Now, Mexico, say if she went to Mexico where we want Dejanay to take another trip over there, they can then hold her because they actually have a warrant for her. So they can hold her. That's all we need, is for her to go over there and just order a tall glass of margarita, and then she'll be at home for a very long time. You know, that's all we need for you to do, Dejanay. Okay, see if I have put Dejanay in that that's TS. once again, shout out to the moderators, Kendall R. and Hunter Green. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do. Thank y'all so much. Let me go to this. Okay, so let me go right on into this exclusive, okay? Now, we'll talk about Dejanay in that next video. But right now, and y'all, I probably won't be able to engage in that chat. I'm going to look at it when I do a little pause sometime. But I really have to concentrate on this one. And I know y'all do understand that. Please hit the like button for the people who enter in the room, please. That's all I ask. I appreciate your support, really. Even if you're in the bushes, just hit the like button, you know. So the exclusive. This is what the knowledge team went through, and I think it's going to explain a lot to people. But and I got my notes, family, to make sure I don't mix nothing up and, you know, I don't miss anything. Okay. Everybody in the knowledge family, subscribers, a lot of you, I say 80% of our subscribers, 80% of our supporters, everybody was asking the question, why Mr. Robinson won't get his own lawyer. A lot of people was asking that. I mean, for a very long time. Why Mr. Robinson, why he just won't go ahead on and get his own lawyer? Why he just won't go ahead on and get his own lawyer, right? So on August the 15th, that's when me and the knowledge team talked to Mr. Robinson, okay? And remind you, August the 15th is almost 2 months ago, okay? When I talked to Mr. Robinson, this is very deep for me, so just bear with me. August 15th, yes, we talked to Mr. Robinson. And as me and Mr. Robinson were talking, y'all understand that on August the 15th, that was almost 2 months ago. That was before anybody had a conversation with him, really, because he told me that. He hadn't talked to nobody for, I think, ever since like the news conference or whatever, right? So August 15th, we spoke. And the lawyer situation came up. And when the lawyer conversation came up, it wasn't just about Shanquella's case. It was about other things that was going on in the background, okay, that I care not to say anything about. But, you know, he said it was other things going on in the background, but I don't want to discuss what that was, okay? That's me saying I don't want to discuss what that other things going on in the background is, okay? So, as we are discussing that, I says, Cafe of Knowledge, on behalf of Cafe of Knowledge, the Knowledge family, the Knowledge team, the Knowledge supporters, I can get you that pit bull lawyer that you need, okay? And they are also licensed in North Carolina. Mr. Robertson then said, it wasn't nothing but God that made our conversation happen at that time. So we discussed a lot of things. on the ball, ready. And basically, we had it ready. Okay? While my team was getting this ready. And the lawyer that I wanted, family, is the lawyers that I deal with. And I told y'all before, I don't know if y'all know, not the new ones, but I do deal with lawyers that can practice in a lot of states. And you talking about hard dogs. And I will run down their resume in a minute. But anyway, we gets on the horn. But this lawyer that can practice in North Carolina had a big case going on. I think it was like 60 mil going on, and was close to the end of that case, but wasn't quite sure that they could be finished with it before we wanted them to talk to Mr. Robinson, So I said, okay, team, let's get a second one, like a backup lawyer, just in case this one is still on the case with this big case. And this case they was working was in the spotlight of the media. Okay? And we was like, we don't even know if we're going to be able to finish that in time or whatever. So we wanted a backup one, but is just as equipped as the one that I know. Okay? So then I get a phone call, family. And then I get a phone call on the Knowledge family phone, business phone. And that phone never be on unless I'm doing a live. So I picks up the phone. I'm like, how did this phone call even get through? Because normally it goes to voicemail when Cafe of Knowledge is not in session, not a live session, right? But the call came through. I picked it up. And this lady says, I just wanted to call because I was lighting my candles and something just hit me to tell you, if it's anything I need, if anything you need, I'm here for you. Knowing that this was another activist, such as myself, that called me, and me and that person is from New York City, I said, yeah, you can help me. I know a couple of people in New York City and I need this, lawyers. And I know you're an activist and you be boots on the ground and you know a lot about New York City just as I do. Can you find this for me? I trusted in that person and told them what I needed. They said, no problem. That person was Rivka Omega. She said, I'm on it. I know some lawyers. If the one she was telling me, if the one that you're looking at cannot get on the case because they're busy, I could look around, try to find somebody, whatever. But anyway, to make a long story short, family, we worked day in, day out, day in, day out. Rivka, my team, for about a week, I don't think nobody got any sleep. Pushing for Mr. Robinson and his family, the entire family. But this was at his request, okay? So, that weeks go by. 1 week. We are tied is, I can't even tell you how, dog tied, okay? Dog tied. And that pit bull that I know called and said, meet me here, tell me about this thing. I tell you if I agree to do it. Okay, I do that. He said he agreed. He'll take it. Okay? Listen, family. This is the person. I ain't gonna say who the firm is because I learned my lesson from the last time that I talked too fast and said I get to that. But anyway, they said, this law firm said they'll take it. They are practiced in North Carolina. They can practice in North Carolina. They don't need nobody to practice in North Carolina and then they come in and help, because that's what some lawyers do. No. They got the license to just bust up in there and do what they got to do. Okay? Now, the attorney was willing to present. This is what they do. They present cases in the strongest way in a trial for any assault or wrongful death or criminal. Okay? They have recovered billions for clients, dedicated to clients, not the powerful. Now, I'm telling you what their resume say, okay? This is who I dealt with, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. They have over 700 attorneys who aren't afraid to go to trials for your rights and for compensation. And they can practice law in plenty of states, including North Carolina. They believe you shouldn't have to fight a bully by yourself or bullies by yourself. They have the resources to take on the biggest bullies in America. Remember that part right there. Okay, family? Because I'm going to come back to that. But this is their resume. They are also equipped for cell phone reps. Y'all know what that means. If you had to dig into those phones, okay? They have one of the biggest technologies. They also are equipped with PI investigators. They are also equipped with their own investigators. They have scientists on their team. And they handle a lot more. Okay? They also have bilingual barriers that they can break when they're dealing with other countries. Okay? And when I say, yes, I did say that they have recovered billions. They have been in this field for over 60 years. One of the best. Okay? As he said, their law firm will tackle this. We ran into a roadblock, family. We ran into some complications. Okay? And in that complication, I'm going to leave that right there. As that law firm looked, it was some complications. Okay? And I'm going to give y'all an example of complication. We're going to use, we're no longer talking about Mr. Bernard. We're not talking about that. Okay? We stopped with the lawyer realized there might be some big complications, and is complications. Now, I'm going to give y'all an example of what I mean by complications. This is not related to that. It's just us doing a scenario example. We're going to use Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, okay? Say if Mr. and Mrs. Lewis lost a nephew. They are guardians, have always been the guardian of that nephew. That nephew have no kids. And if something happens to that nephew, those two, because they have the same last name, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, their nephew is a Lewis, and they like adopted him, and that's theirs. Their nephew is really their child as an inside of adoption, like it's their child, okay? Say if something happens to their nephew, and lawyers come in and say Miss Lewis decided to be with that lawyer, those lawyers, okay? And then say later on down the line, Mr. Lewis wants his own lawyer or whatever. Well, Mr. Lewis has to have equal permission from Miss Lewis for that lawyer to join that case. It has to be equal. So, just bear with me, family, because it really hurts. And in other words, both parties, Mr. Lewis and Miss Lewis, have to consent to the lawyer. Because see, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis' nephew don't have any kids. Their nephew had a business or working and doing his own thing and all that stuff, but something happened where their nephew is deceased. So now, they are speaking up and, whatever. But it takes two lawyers. So now Mr. Lewis can get a lawyer, but Miss Lewis will have to approve that. And it should be according to the law firm that was ready to go on this on Mr. Bernard or Mr. Lewis' side. Realize that. Because, family, let me tell you something. If Miss Lewis has a contract that say if that we just saying, if Miss Lewis have a lawyer and then Mr. Lewis say, hey, I want to get this lawyer, let's approve of that. Even if Miss Lewis approve, if it's in the contract of Miss Lewis lawyers that can't nobody else come in here. Can't nobody else. We don't work with other lawyers. We have your case. This is what we work on. Nobody else can come in. I'm just giving y'all a scenario of complications that can happen with things like that. Okay? So then you're stuck. Because even if Miss Lewis say, yeah, you go ahead on and do it. But if in that contract it says, no other lawyers come in on here at all. We handles everything. You're stuck. Okay? Now, I'm not saying this is what is going on over here on the Robinson side. I'm telling y'all that the lawyers that was going, the pit bulls I had for him, because I noticed that Mr. Robinson, when we was having a conversation about lawyers, he kept saying, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. I don't want to step on nobody. Like, he wants the lawyer, but didn't want to step on nobody's toes. Then after this lawyer looked, it's like that's exactly what he's talking about. Most likely. That's exactly what he's talking about. Most likely. He don't want to step on anybody else's toes because another lawyer would have to ask, like, I'm just saying Mr. and Mrs. Lewis. Miss Lewis would have to approve of Mr. Lewis getting one. They have to do this equal. So my question is, was Mr. Robinson asked? Now I'm going to say Mr. Robinson. Was Mr. Robinson asked when a lawyer was picked up on the Miss Robinson side? That's just a question. I'm not trying to start no mess. I'm not nothing, okay? This is a conversation I had with Mr. Bernard, okay? About the lawyer situation. This was August 15th, okay? So when we realized that, oh, he just can't get no lawyer and just say, yeah, I want to get a lawyer, and then that lawyer takes the case. No, you have to do things right. And these lawyers here that we was dealing with do stuff right to the ball and on point. But they also said it has to be approved by the other party. Okay? But if a scenario, don't know if this is what it is, I'm just saying, just think about it. A scenario of somebody up under a contract, you cannot let another lawyer come in if that's in your fine print. If it's in your fine print, you can't let another lawyer come in. Now you're stuck with that lawyer until either that lawyer quits or maybe a family may run out of money, because we have seen that happen as well. We've seen where a family would just run out of money. They can't pay the retaining fee. They can't pay the retaining fee. The retaining fee be so high till they don't have the money, and then their lawyer walk away. And they will sign something that they walked away, and they have no more dealings with their case. Then another lawyer can come in and then take it if they want to take it. It depends on how deep or how messed up or whatever. Like, some lawyers don't like to come in the middle or stuff like that on a case, especially after somebody else had done took the case, you know? So it's hard to find one. So I was just giving y'all a scenario on that, how that can happen. So the knowledge team worked very hard, and that's what I want to say about bullies, because I just want people to understand this. I don't want nobody to go back and say, oh, she was butting in, they bit and shit. No. This was a conversation that me and Mr. Robinson had. He brought it up. He wanted to do that, okay? There's a lot more going on behind the scenes, okay? But then when this lawyer that I had started looking into certain things, he was like, you have to have approval by both parties, point blank period, you know? And even if one party approves, what's in the contract that could be that can't no other lawyers come in. And I'm not saying like that's what's going on there. I just said, what if? You know what I'm saying? That when you get a lawyer, anybody, you have to kind of look and read through fine prints. Because once you get that lawyer, and say if you feel like that lawyer is not doing a good job or whatever, you don't know what type of stipulations or complications that could be inside of that agreement that you just got to deal with it. You just can't even let that lawyer go because the stipulations and things like that might be so deep till you just have to stay with them. And it could be also that inside there can't nobody else come in. Okay? Not as long as that person is on the case. I'm just giving y'all complication scenarios that can happen. So, Cafe of Knowledge, team, supporters. I did this not only for the Cafe of Knowledge and their team and, you know, to help out. We did this because we do this all the time for justice. There are a lot of attorneys that we have recommended to cases that are big cases, have been in big cases in the news. We just haven't said nothing. I never say nothing. I never take credit for it. I never, none of that. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because it's some complications. Okay. You know, I just know that Mr. Robinson kept saying, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. And after that, we just pulled back. You know, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. We pulled back. But at the same time, they was going through the scenarios of what was going on, you know. And so when everybody say, you know, why you won't get his own lawyer? It's complicated. It's very complicated. I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, but just know it's complicated. And everybody know Mr. Robinson is a very smart man. And most likely if he could have by now, he would have by now. But when we tried, we started looking and noticing complications. And that's when that lawyer said, you can't, you stuck, can't, you know, you can't do nothing. So, but the offer is always open to the Robinson family. You just never know. You just never know. This law firm is not the type to add on to another team. Nah, they don't do that. Okay. They don't add with nobody team. And I could say right now, they don't. They do their own thing. So it's either they come in free and clear with nobody else in it, or they don't come. But they don't add into a team. Okay. We're talking about one of the biggest firms in America. Okay. So that's where that is. So it's very complicated, family. That's all I can say. It's very complicated. But when I said I read their thing about bullies, I mean, when I read that when he say they believe you shouldn't fight a bully or bullies by yourself. They have the resources to take on the biggest bullies in America. Okay? And they dedicated to clients, not the powerful. And they deal with a lot of things concerning almost similar to Shanquella's case and have won hard, big, fast, and people go to jail. And they do international things, you know, like things that have happened. Maybe somebody passed away. They saying gas was in the hotel in Mexico. You know, they passed the carbon monoxide, and it turned out something else and stuff like that. Yeah. They work on stuff like that. And have wanted to. Yeah. But anyway, what I wanted to say about those bullies is that when they say they take on the biggest bullies, and they do. But I wanted to say is that when I said right after August the 15th, when I talked to Mr. Robinson, when I told the Knowledge family, probably about a week after that or something, I said, hey, y'all, I spoke to Mr. Robinson, and he said he's okay, he's fine, and all that. When I said that, I should have kept my mouth closed, because all hell broke loose when I said that. That everybody knew then that I had spoke to Mr. Robinson. But he wanted me to say, you tell everybody I'm fine, because nobody hadn't heard from him. Remember, we was talking about that. And so when I said it, it was like all hell broke loose. People thought I was trying to get an interview with Mr. Robinson, and I wasn't. I really wasn't. This is not to throw any shade to anybody, but I have to tell this so you can understand that what I just said, okay? So where a lot of people thought that the Cafe of Knowledge was trying to get an interview with Mr. Robinson, I wasn't. I was getting him a pit bull lawyer. What he asked, what he mentioned, it was never about. Now I could tell y'all. At the time, I did try to explain myself. I was like, look, I ain't never tried to get nobody on my show. I don't want nobody on my show. That's not that. Everything is a lie. That's not me. Okay? But I couldn't say to y'all at that time, nah, I wasn't trying to get them on my show. I'm working on something other than that, bro. I couldn't say that. I couldn't. So I had to leave it as if it looked like I was trying to get an interview or exclusive or try to talk to him or something like that. And it was never that. And I should have just kept my mouth closed and not told anybody that I had talked to Mr. Ross, because it just flipped on the Cafe of Knowledge so bad. And nobody knew really how hard we was working behind the scenes to get Shanquella some type of justice. Okay? And that's no shot to what's the mother and the sister. I mean, all of them is still a family, regardless. But Mr. Robinson had just said that. And we tackled it, But then that's when we realized, the law firm realized, it's some complications. And that's why I gave y'all a scenario of complication. Because if you're doing things the way it should be done, family, and the lawyers will be honest with you. And that they are very honest. And they said, we wouldn't mind, doing this for him. But we also need the mother approval, because they are both mother and father to Shanquella Ross. That should be the case with all lawyers that takes on a case like this, okay, where the parents are fighting for justice. It don't matter who the lawyers are. Those lawyers are supposed to get both parties' consent before they move on with the case. Now, I've known some lawyers that don't even get consents from the other party, just one party, and take off with the thing. But that's not the way it should be. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Okay, that's all I got to say like that. And you know, family. But the offer is always still open. And like I said, this is no shots to anybody, but I had to explain now when people thought that, and I don't really have to explain that, but I wanted y'all to see. No, now I see she wasn't trying to get him on her show. She was doing something else. Okay, the Cafe of Knowledge was doing something else for her supporters, for her subscribers, for her team, for what she do. That's what we do, and we worked endlessly for a week. Rivka Omega as well was contacting, a lot of things in New York or whatever, but it was like an endless thing until we realized as a team and talking to a lawyer what different complications that a case can have, and I don't know any better way to say it. I was threatened. I was threatened by, Cafe of Knowledge get threatened all the time. That's how come we don't go to rallies. That's how come we don't. We go. I go to certain rallies that ain't nobody beefing with me, and ain't nobody taking things out of context, because see, I'm very quiet, and sometimes when I say stuff, people think they know what I'm doing, but they really don't, but I know when we break things down. This ain't the only thing I break down. I break down a lot of things behind the scenes and all that with other cases. People don't like that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't go to different things because I know people don't like me. That don't have nothing to do with what I'm doing, either behind the scenes or on Cafe of Knowledge. Cafe of Knowledge still busts butt on the internet. We still investigate and bring out stuff and tell our subscribers, tell our family, knowledge family, was, hey, look at this was going on, this is what my opinion is, what that. We still break it down. But if they say, hey, it's a rally here, this time, that, when I know that people don't like me, my team say, no, sister. Support from here. They need money, here they go. They need gifts, here you go. But I don't go. And sometimes I send supporters. That's just like, it was supporters. I was telling y'all, it's some people that was at that brunch that everybody don't know about. Okay? Just because I'm not there don't mean that we don't have supporters that go. That don't nobody know who they are. They going to support. They don't need to say, hey, we here. No, they support. But when I get people that come at me, and like I said, this is no shot. I just want to let everybody know what I was doing at the time. I told everybody, hey, I talked to Mr. Roberts. That's all. And we felt at this time it was time to tell the knowledge family what was going on. Okay, but it was never about any interview, anything like that. It wasn't. I just told y'all what it was about. Honest to God truth. Mr. Bernard can always come and say, that girl lie. It's not gonna lie. I would never tell any type of tale on any of the Robinson family members. Okay. And like I said, this is not to bash anyone. This is just to tell people what happened. What we did. We was working hard, family. And we was doing it for everybody who was in this chat. We was doing it for every supporter. We was doing it for the people who in the bushes and want justice for Shanquella. If somebody asks me, hey, I kind of need this, can you help me? I'm going to say, yeah, as long as it ain't got nothing to do with deleting somebody or setting somebody up or stabbing somebody in the back. Yeah, that's what the Knowledge family do. I have boots on the ground every day, all day. And it's just not for Shanquella Robinson and her family. It's for plenty other families that I say nothing about. So, now that we got kind of that out the way, I just want to give a special thanks to Rivka Omega, because she really did work hard on that. I noticed that it was a lot of people sending me emails about Miss Robinson at 6. Okay. I noticed that I'm gonna hurry up with this, but I noticed that a lot of people sending me emails about Miss Robinson was doing some tweets or something on her social media, addressing the Cowboy Six and things like that, which is cool and good to see. But my question is, I love to hear from Miss Robinson, but I also want to know, why would the lawyers let her put something up that is crucial evidence to getting Khalil now? You know, that's nothing against Miss Robinson. When people's, if it's her, I don't even know if it's her. It could be someone doing the tweets up under her account. It could be a false account. If it is the real account, is someone else doing it up under her account or whatever? I don't know. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, yeah, she definitely did that. Because, sometimes that you would have other people work the account for you, because you don't work. It happened with stars all the time. And they are very, very known. The Robinson family are very, very known. So it happens with stars. If they have to say sorry or somebody expect them to come out with an apology, their representatives will come in and write that stuff. It don't be them. Most of the time, it don't be them. It be representatives doing that. So I don't know if it's her or not. But then my thing is, because we deal with a lot of lawyers and things like that. My thing is, you could tell she's frustrated, but what is she frustrated about? Because see, at first she was not tweeting like that. So is she feeling abandoned? I'm just asking. Is she feeling abandoned? Because most of the time, lawyers will say, no, you can't write that, or no, don't do that. Because I just looked at, and I'm just speaking on like, I'm not a lawyer. I have lawyers on my team, okay? But we do discuss things like that. But to put certain things out, that's supposed to be kind of sealed evidence that comes out in court. But tweeting, you know what? I'll be glad when they arrest y'all. I'm tired of y'all. This right there, like that. Yes, I agree with that. But if it's anything that makes kind of letting loose evidence out of just probably frustration, it's frustration. And I can understand she is frustrated. It's been a year. Ain't nothing happened yet. If that's her account, or if that's her doing the account, it could be somebody else doing it for her. I don't know. So that's why I'm not going to say it's definitely her. Okay? Because I have people that used to do that for me on my social media. Okay? They'll be writing things down. On my YouTube, I do that in my comment section. I handles that because I like to engage with everybody. But it is certain social media that don't be me, that be my reps, that be my assistant, or that be my son, because they don't want to leave nobody hanging because I ain't been on there in a minute. So they'll just do it. But that's just what they do. You know, so that's why I say I can't say if it was her or not. But what I'm saying is she feeling abandoned? Sometimes people can have, they could be having a team or a lawyer team or whatever, but nobody is saying anything to them. So sometimes they lash out, hoping that somebody will say, hey, you ain't supposed to do that. And then they'll say, oh, you can call me for this. But when I was trying to contact you for that, you ain't answering the telephone. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, not saying that happened. Yeah, this is my scenario. This is just me saying, is it something like that? Because those specific type tweets that I saw people sending me is letting loose evidence. And that should have been released inside the courtroom. So is somebody giving up, frustrated, or feel abandoned? That's what I say about that. Because people was asking me what did I feel about the tweet. And like I said, I don't want anyone to get upset about this. I'm just saying what it is, what the Cafe of Knowledge went through, what happened, all that good stuff. Okay? Not trying to, piss anybody off, but I had to let people know because it was looking like I was a backstabber and I was I don't know. I've never seen nothing like it. But what I do know, I learned my lesson. And I like to share things with the Knowledge family. But from now on, I will not be able to share it until it's done. Until it's done. Just like this one right here. This was done. And that's why I said exclusive. Because this lawyer basically, when we looked at things, stuck. They can't, you can't do nothing. Like I told you, two things. You have to have equal approval. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't care what side it is, And I know Mr. Robinson's not so happy with the lawyers on, the lawyers that they have. So then I'm like, well, did he agree to it? Because according to lawyers that say that's how it's supposed to go, well, if you're not liking it or whatever, how did that even happen? Because clearly over here, they can't do nothing without either permission or if the contract is already sold up to where can't nobody else come in. So, sometimes many cases can be tangled. It's a lot of cases out here that are tangled up in contracts. And y'all wouldn't imagine. It's so many. Y'all would be like, huh? Y'all know the deal when you get lawyers. It could be a disability lawyer. It could be a criminal lawyer. It could be whatever. When you get that lawyer, it's a lot of tangles and stipulations inside there that a lot of people don't realize. And then some people be like, you know what? I don't feel this lawyer here is doing me right. I don't feel like this lawyer here is doing whatever they're supposed to do or whatever. But you can't go nowhere because it's certain things written in there that you're stuck. And if you do say, we don't want you, you're still going to owe them anyway. Not saying that's the case with the Robinsons. I'm just saying. you know. So I'm gonna just leave it like that, you know. Like I said, if anybody have a problem with what I said, because I don't want nobody to go out here and say, hey, you threw shots at me, Cafe. I don't want no female to say, yeah, you throw shots at. No, I told what was going on with Cafe of Knowledge and what Cafe of Knowledge was doing, and that the perception of everybody was something else, and it wasn't that. It was this. Okay? Just wanted to clear that up. And if you have anybody that's out there right now, moderators, people in the chat, Knowledge Family, could y'all put this number in the chat? 678 439 4517. I'll repeat it again. 678 439 4517. Nobody called but the person who wants to address me now. Anybody. Please do not wait until after this live is over with to say, girl, you was talking about me, Cafe. I know you was talking about me. No, please, female, girl, I know your ass. I know you with that. Please ring that number right now, so we can talk about it. It's for those people only. Because what I said in there that my law firm does, and that's take care of bullies, I meant that. Because I'm asking people to do this because I need it on record. I need this on record that I did ask people if they had a problem with me about this live to please call 678 439 4517 so we could talk and discuss and hash some things out. Because if it comes after, it will be handled legally. But I needed to say that on record. Because this commentary is only to tell people what happened, where it stood at, and where it ended at. And what the Cafe of Knowledge did, have done, and that's the wrap. So I'll read the chat. We're going to leave that line open a few more minutes for anybody that wants to talk to me because they feel I'm talking about them, which I'm not, but please feel free to call. And thank you. You ain't got no problem with me. You know you ain't got no problem with me. Hey, TS.
All right, Cafe, what's going on out there now?
You supposed to be calling if you got a problem with me.
I got a problem with you. You doing too much damn explaining.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My mama said the right hand don't always have to know what the left hand doing.
Right.
So once y'all took care of it and it was a no-go, that's it. Y'all don't have to explain nothing to the world.
Okay.
We need to get on with the next topic.
Okay.
You can let that go. That dog ain't gonna hunt.
Well, I was trying to give people a chance to
Listen. Our people is ignorant sometimes, and you can explain till you turn blue in the face, and you'll be in your grave, and they'll still be acting the fool. Let's move on. These people have got a stiff neck.
Right.
And ain't nothing you can do about it. So let's just go ahead on, because you're doing an outstanding job, and nobody in the universe can dispute that. So we're not going to waste time on a whole bunch of distractions that ain't even trying to make an attempt to do anything toward the positive for anybody.
Right.
Okay, so that's all I had to say, and I love you. And you
love you. Love
all
you.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much.
All
so
right.
we will move
You're
on
welcome.
to the next topic.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Ciao.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. We're gonna go to that next topic, but I do want to get Rivka Omega, since she put in a lot of hours in. If anything that she wants to talk or tell me or anything, or talk to the Knowledge family, anything like that, Rivka. If Rivka, she probably tired. But if Rivka Omega wants to come in, she could come in. I was just giving her that opportunity to call in because she did do a lot. Jay Lynn said, I knew it was TS. Love you. PM Channel said TS is the truth. Love her knowledge and support. We love TS. Love you, TS. We love you so much. We love you. So I'm gonna take this time for Rivka Omega. If she don't want to come up, then I will okay, yeah, that's Rivka. Hello.
Hello, good evening, blessings, salute, beautiful, graceful, caring sister of Cafe and Knowledge and the Knowledge family. Oh, I don't want to cry. Let me hold myself. I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want the Knowledge family to know that I think I missed the show. And I called the number thinking you guys were still on the live. And that's why I called. But see, everyone, you see how God works, how Yeshua works, how Elohim works, how the Most High works.
Right. I got
you. I just was calling. So, I said, let me call in because I know you opened the phone lines, but didn't realize I missed the show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I want to call in. And I'm private. As an activist, I work hard. I don't look for accolades. I don't look for anything. But just us coming together as a family. I know I'm passionate. I know I can speak loud. I know I can get down with everyone who wants to get down with me. Yeah. I do that, and I do my research, but I just want the Knowledge family to know when I asked that question and when you said that to me, I was honored. I was truly honored. And then I hopped on it like nobody's business. And you are so right, sister. Your team was so graceful to me. And you was unbelievable how you just allowed me to do my part. And it was 24/7. When I got off the phone with you, I started making my phone calls. And I didn't sleep. And I can work that way because as an activist, you don't get no sleep. I do everything in the background, quiet.
Could y'all just hold on one? I mean, you could continue talking because I have tears in my eyes because people just don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. And it's like I do everything in love and passion.
When I was labeled, what I was labeled by trying to get an interview, and I was really working my ass for all of us. All of us.
He was.
But I just couldn't say anything, and I it hurted. And I wanted to talk to the Knowledge family so bad. I wanted to tell the Knowledge family. All thing I could do is tell the Knowledge family that it's not true about me, but we getting past that, and TS Spirit is telling me to keep going. But I just had tears in my eyes because you brought back what all we was doing, because I almost got sick because I wasn't eating, because I kept passing my lunch, passing my lunch. Before you knew it, I was passing my dinner, and then I wasn't, and I said, oh man, I didn't eat. It was just so much. It was so much.
Mm-hmm. Because let me just let everybody know, Knowledge family, let me get my tears together. Because because I've been on one, and I'm on one, and Brother Black CEO, bless you, and the Lion Den's family, and Cafe and Knowledge family. Let me just say this. I'm going to bring those tears up and bring them out, because that got me so damn angry for the lies, for the viciousness, as a Black woman, as a woman, for somebody to attack you, but don't even know what you was doing. And yes, I did not eat. I worked 24 hours, and always on my third night, on my third day is when I rest. And I got me some rest, but it was in me because I wanted to get that attorney for our brother, our beloved brother, Bernard Robinson. Because at the end of the day, like I've been saying, day one, A1, this is justice for Shanquella Robinson. Nothing else. TS knows. Everybody knows. DJ Lynn knows. Kendall R knows. Hunter Green knows. Every beautiful person, every handsome person. Our brothers know. We are on this because we want justice. So this never, ever happens to anyone's child, to anyone's person, to any American overseas. And they come back to America, and America don't got your back. I'm not paying my taxes for nothing. I'm not going out voting, standing on the wrong line for nothing. No, we want justice. And justice is what we deserve. And that's why I worked so hard with you, and I was on it, my sister. I'm giving you the flowers. That's why I'm here. This is home for me. You are home. Your knowledge of everything you bring, I take a pencil and a paper and I write things down. Because you are bringing it. You work so hard. And I want to give you your accolades. I want to give you your flowers. I want to tell you, thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister.
And thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of y'all. All of y'all in the chat. Everywhere. Just thank y'all. And I always say it wasn't me. It was all of us. Everybody in that chat, everybody who supports the Knowledge team. We did this for all of us. And we have to say we did what was requested.
Exactly. And it wasn't about a click and a view and an app and this and a cash and that. It was never that. It's all about justice for Shanquella. Can we see that? Content creators, let's get it together. You know who you are. Let's get it together. Let's come in love. Let's come as one and get this justice for Shanquella Robinson. And stop the hate, stop the talking, stop the bull, and let's get this justice for Shanquella Robinson. Okay? Respect the family. And you know what? Pray on the family.
Yes.
You know, everybody's got a gift, and everybody can bring a gift. Because I heard Mama T.S. saying that, beautiful T.S. saying that yesterday. Everybody can bring something. We're talking about Billboard now, because this is what we're about. We're true to this, for this, justice for Shanquella.
Right. And I want to give a shout out to the Lion Den family, to Black CEO,
yes, we're working hard.
to everybody that's working, hard. As content creators, y'all all are working very hard. But I do want to say, before y'all judge me, sit back and wait for the outcome.
Don't make me cry. Because I know what you was going through. You guys had no idea what she was going through.
Yeah, but I made that mistake by coming forth and telling too quick, too soon. That will never happen again. I will always wait until my mission is completely done, and then I let the Knowledge family know how wonderful they was in the support of this, because that's what I've been saying the whole time. I never said me. Me don't make no team. It takes a lot more than me for a team. And everybody who is in this chat, everybody who is a subscriber, everybody who's always giving me that hard support and the Knowledge team support, it's all of us. I share that with all, and that's the first thing I said. On behalf of the supporters, Cafe of Knowledge, and the team, this is what we will do.
And that's how you made me feel. Family, she made me feel like I was part of the team, not even an outsider, and just able to just pass over some powerful attorneys from New York that was ready to take this case. Powerful. And I'm saying powerful.
Yeah.
And I had other people working.
Well, they wasn't willing. Hold on, because I don't want nobody to get that messed up. Because I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, they was trying to remove the lawyers that they got." No, it was for Mr. Bernard's request.
Robinson.
Okay, it was his request. Okay, but then that's when the complications showed up at the end, to where lawyers can't really, they just leave that alone.
Because I was thinking when I was doing it, maybe this attorney that I got can work along, two is better than one, because I was going for somebody Espanol, that basically that knows the language, knows the history of Mexico, and everything. They can speak two languages, bilingual.
Yeah.
So I was looking into that, and I called, and they gave me some good numbers, and because it takes a whole lot, because then you have to call, and then you have to interview, then you have to ask the questions, then you have to wait for them to get back to you, and it's this, and then you're writing a list, and it was a long list, but I just want to tell you, my sister, thank you.
Thank you. And so, I don't want to go into Gerald, because I think Gerald Jackson, NCB, he said he was coming at 7 or something. 7.
No, he's coming on 8:45.
8:45, so it's 7.
Yeah, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina time.
Okay.
Yeah. But let me drop down, because I know Mama T.S. beautiful T.S.
So
let's move on.
I'm just gonna take a couple of more. I'm not gonna take a lot, because family, this was draining just to come. Me and my team sat down, Rivka, and we all, and also talked to you as well, and just felt that the team was like, you have to go ahead on and say it, because right now it's at a halt. It's at a halt. But they are always willing, if they can, to help. But they don't join. You know what I'm saying? They don't join other things, and obviously that's the way things are. Just okay. I'm just drained right now, really. I'm drained. We'll do another hype live, but I did want to say this. What you think about this? And then Nizia Wiggins. Nizia kept saying that he got there the next day, right? And with Nizia saying he got there the next day, he kept saying, I didn't get there till the next day. And then he said he made a mistake and say, I left on Saturday. Then he said he left on Sunday. He like mixed his words up, right? But one thing that, tell me what y'all think too, Knowledge Family, in the chat. One thing I've always noticed about Nizia is he always would say, I wasn't there. I left Saturday. I left Sunday. But this is what my point is. Nizia was there on Friday. That's just how I put it. Because listen to this, y'all. Think very hard. If you had a flu somewhere Saturday, if y'all had flew to Mexico Saturday, and y'all had to leave Saturday, what's the first thing y'all would say? That pissed me off. The same day I got there, I had to leave. The same day I got there, I had to leave. He never said that. Wouldn't that piss you off? Think about it, family. Think about it. If you fly in somewhere on Saturday, and then this happens, and you have to leave on Saturday because they left like 1 a.m. It was Saturday night, but it was like 1 a.m. That's like Sunday. It's not full Sunday, but it's still considered Sunday, right?
Yeah, but don't forget it was 8 a.m. They asked the concierge they needed to eat.
Yeah. But they said that they need to eat and they need to go, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then they had a cab that got them. That's on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that was true because her body was removed.
Right.
Our beloved Shanquella's body was removed at 1 p.m. But they left way before that. They didn't care about her. So they left around about 8:30, maybe 9. Let's say 9 the most.
Right.
But they were out of there.
Right. They was out of the villa, but they went to that hotel.
Yes.
Airport.
Yes.
To book the flights.
Yes, ma'am.
To get up out of there.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I'm saying is, what do people say? It's just an instinct that if I arrive or if y'all arrive at Mexico on Saturday and you have to leave Saturday,
you pissed.
You pissed. What would you say?
And for 20-something years old, that's the first thing they're going to say.
I can't, I'm pissed off. You're not going to use those, well, I came the next day. I left, I left Friday. No, I left Saturday. No, I left Sunday. A person who has arrived the same day and had to leave the same day, that's exactly what they gonna say. They're not gonna say nothing about, oh, I left Saturday. No, I left Sunday. They're not gonna say none of that. You see what I'm saying? He would say, the same day I arrived is the same day I had to leave. Because like you said, they left out of there about 8, 9 o'clock at night. Talking about we want to go somewhere to eat, but they went to the hotel parking lot. So if Nizia,
not only that, my sister, and if they said that they left on arrived on a Saturday, left on a Saturday, they want to say in their video, their lying video, that basically they want to cover their self and prove their self that they was there for one day. They will say it over and over like a broken record.
Right. Right.
And they didn't.
Right. And I just, I was just talking about like Nizia. It's no way in the world Nizia You get there on Saturday, because see, he's saying he got there Saturday. And then he leaves Saturday because they packed up and left by that night, Saturday night. So I'm just saying, the average person would have said that quick, fast, in a hurry in their video. Look, I got there Saturday and then had to leave Saturday. But no, he did not. He kept saying, oh, I got there the next day, or see, that's when you know that it's a lie alibi, because a person who arrives on the same day and then has to take out of there the same night is going to be real upset, and they ain't going to stop talking about it. I mean, you mean tell me I spent this much money to get there Saturday and then turn around and have to leave Saturday night?
And not only that, my sister, guess what? Let's pinpoint this. His mother, who's been on all these YouTube streets lying for her lying Nizia Wiggins, her son, she would have said the same thing.
Right.
Because the mother would say, my son did not.
Right.
What does the mother do? Take up for their son.
Right.
And say the same thing he's saying.
Right. You know? And so, I just don't get it, because I just felt like that was real odd. You know, it's like, and the way Nizia so-called talked to, he was supposed to really say that. Man, what y'all talking about? I got there Saturday and then had to turn right around and leave that same night. You know, but he didn't. He kept putting it off to another day, and off to, like, I got there the next day. Wait a minute, you say you got there Saturday. That attack happened Saturday, and they left Saturday. So everything happened when you got there, and then y'all also went to the hotel airport Saturday night. So that means you didn't even spend nothing but probably a good 12 hours, if we go by what Nazir say. He didn't spend nothing but a good 12 or 10 hours there, and he was gone. So that should have been...
He said he got there too, because don't forget the nurse or the doctor. Well, it was they came in at 3, and they left around about 8:39. So what time is that?
Right.
Like, we'll get them 9 o'clock. We can get them 9.
Yeah, so that's 7 hours. So you mean to tell me Nizia only stayed there 7 hours and never said that in his video? Never said that in his video.
The devil is a liar.
He said he got there around about 2 o'clock or whatever. Okay, but they left going to the hotel airport around by 8, 9. So we gonna give you 6, 7 hours. So you mean to tell me you only was in Mexico for 7 hours, according to you, Nizia, but you don't say, man, I was in that, I got there Saturday and had to leave Saturday. I was only there for about 5 or 6 or 7 hours. That pissed me off. That's what a person who really gets there on that day, that's what they say. He never once. He kept putting it on, oh, we left Saturday. No, we left Sunday. We left, I got there Friday. No, I got there Saturday. But my thing is, for somebody, the way he puts it, that means he was only there for 7 hours. He arrived that day, spent all that money to arrive that day, and then he left that night, and he don't be outraged about that. That's an average person automatic instinct. Because I would. If y'all tell me to come somewhere, and I come somewhere, regardless of what all this stuff happened, man, I'm going to get back and say, man, I spent about $1,000, and then I only was there for 7 hours. I'm going to be like, somebody better give me my money back. That's what y'all better do. While y'all worried about the police and the FBI and all that, you better be worried about me. Because I was only there for 7 hours, and I got there Saturday, and 7 hours later, I had to leave. I didn't get to spend a night. I didn't get to do nothing. That's an average person who took a trip to another country, but only was able to stay 7 hours, if it's true.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The devil's a liar.
Yeah.
The devil's a liar.
So
but notice
he was there Friday.
He said, "Why would the F I want to be stuck in Mexico?
Right.
Why would I want to be stuck here?" But you left Shanquella, and you basically didn't give her no time or no chance to go to the hospital.
Look at transcript of bathroom confession. I will. TS said, look at the transcript of bathroom confession. Yeah, because Spicy, you right. Spicy said it was a free flight for him. Yeah, because his mom, he got about, I know it's 3 that I really know for a fact. It is 3 people that Nigeria have working for the airlines, and they be throwing out, they throw Nigeria bogus tickets in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So he can fool anybody. I mean, they really be covering them. But anyway, they gonna go. Justice gonna come to Shanquella regardless. Right. But that's what I want to talk about right there, because I don't care nothing about none of them. Nizia Wiggins, Khalil Cook, Malik Dyer, Winter Donovan, Dejanay Jackson, and Elise Hyatt. Cares nothing about none of them. None of them. And they need to go to jail.
And Clear Cook. Yeah, the main mastermind, the devil, the demon.
So I guess I let if anybody else want to have one more call in, but I'm gonna end it because I'm really drained off of this one. But I am glad that everybody.
Well, can I say something beautiful, sis? Because I'm feeling good now, and I'm getting me a glass of wine after this. Yeah. I'm going to get ready for our brother NC Beats, the baddest blogger on these YouTube streets. Thank you, MC Beats. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, it's everything, all day, every day. You look beautiful, my sister.
Thank you so much, sister.
Yes. So I'm going to go back in the chat and let any beautiful Knowledge family, Lions Den family, or anyone, any family, everyone who support you, everybody on the live chat to come up and say something before you get off. But I know that this was draining, but I'm glad we got through it. I'm glad that you allowed me to come on board and be a part. I am honored, and I will do it again 100 million times again. No problem, because this is what I do as an activist.
Right, I know
I'm private, but you know what? I came up because I know I came up on Brother Black, and I told people truly who I am, and this is my gift, and this is my life, and I love to do what I do for justice.
And thank you for all of it. Everything you do, we thank you.
Yes, and can I say one more thing, Cafe of Knowledge? Bless you, bless you, bless you, our brother, our beloved Bernard Robinson. Bless you, Salamandra Robinson. Bless you, Quilla Long and the Robinson family. And bless the Major D, Granny Robinson, the grandmother of Quilla Robinson. Blessings, and I'm sending blessings to you. Hashtag justice is coming. Hashtag is all about Shanquella. Peace. I'm out.
Love you.
Love you too.
All righty. We love you for real. Yes. And I wanted to also say it's we have a subscriber, Mary, in California. I just want to tell Mary, shout out to you, Mary. Mary family. Y'all know the Cafe of Knowledge phone. Don't be in business when we're not in business. It goes to voicemail in case anybody have an important thing, because I have a lot of people that say, hey, can you look at could you check out my case, or hey, could you help with this, or hey, we get a lot of that, but it goes straight to voicemail, okay, because it be in the office. We do come and check it every now and then, but that Mary, it's a Mary, y'all, in California. I ain't gonna say her last name, but it's a Mary in California. Mary call every episode, family, and we love you, Mary. Mary talk on that voicemail as if she talking to me. She be like, yeah, Cafe, and when you said this, yeah, and I like how you did this, because Cafe, you might want to look into this, Cafe, because that, When I say Mary calls and calls and calls and calls and calls and Mary don't care nothing about. Mary ain't never heard Cafe and Knowledge voice over that phone. But then when we live, it seems like Mary misses it. I don't know, but she in California, so they do have different time zones over there than the Gulf Coast over here. The Gulf of Mexico. I know we do have, I think it's a 3 hour difference or something like that. But Mary gonna call and she gonna talk. That thing will say duration 3 minutes, duration 4 minutes, duration 2 minutes, duration 1 minute. Mary don't care nothing about none of that. She gonna talk to that dog on voicemail as if it is me, honey. So we just want to shout out to you, Mary, in California, because I know you would love to hear that, and you'll probably call in too and talk on the voicemail. But we love you, appreciate it, all the little support, all the support you give us, we appreciate it, Miss Mary. Okay, so and it's an older lady too, family. But anybody else want to call and say anything? We could get ready because I really don't want to 6:37, 7:30, 7:30 there. Yeah, so I don't want to run into Gerald time, and then people can get refreshed and get ready to hear what Gerald is gonna say. For a fact. Thank you, Rivga. Thank you, Rivga. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Rivga said, thank you for trusting me to be a part of your great professional aid team for justice for Shanquella. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle McDonald said, Mary, I know it. Mary, I'm telling you, I know. One day I don't know. Mary, I'm gonna have to let them just hear a little clip of you, honey, one day. Y'all will be cracking up off Miss Mary. She is an older lady. And you can tell she's an older lady, and she's like, yeah, baby. And when you said this right here, but Miss Mary gonna talk that voicemail until the voicemail cut her off sometime. She don't care. She gonna get it in. Every week you can bank on Miss Mary. Every week, and she just be just talking, family. But anyway, so we love you, Miss Mary. Thank you, Rivga, again for the donation. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you to the best moderators, Honda Green and Kendall R. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, T.S. Teresa, Purple Sacks. Love y'all, Spicy, Rivga Omega, Tannis, Tink, Leah, Jaylyn, Michelle McDonald, Spring Flowers, H Stash, Lomaine, I did Leah, yeah, I did her, Tina, thank you all, thank you all, thank you all, Denitra Jones, Ernie Williams, thank y'all so much, thank you so much, Sean Gray, thank you so much, Bridget Haynes, thank you so much. Thank all of y'all. Tina, thank y'all so much. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. T.S., thank you. Love you, T.S. Love you, Jaylyn. Love you, Rivga. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. That's all I have right now. So we will do another live, and it's gonna be an upbeat, good one like that. But that next video, I do want to show y'all some things about the word out here about Dejanay, that they are really talking about this. And I want to explain also about that Interpol and what'll happen when she finally gets on that list. We need Dejanay to be held accountable for the brutal crime she did against Shanquella Robinson. We really do. We need all of them. We need the whole Cabo Six. The whole Cabo Six. So I love y'all. That's all I have to say. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all for your goals and success. I love y'all dearly. Thank you so much for the invisible hugs and supports. Please hit like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. But thank y'all so much. I'm a little drained, but we definitely gonna get back on the ball in about 3 to 4 more days. Love y'all, and I'm gonna do a live. I might do a live then again, but I want to show y'all some things. But we'll talk about it. Whatever. Love y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.